What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Heat Vision podcast. Tonight I got myself, Hector, also known as CN6, and with me I got Jazzy.
What up?
And no Hav. Or you know what? I think he is here. Hav. I'm a bitch. Yeah, there he is. He's in the closet, guys.
Yeah.
That kind of sounded bad.
Yeah.
Get out of there. He's still in the closet. Get out, Hav.
Well, nah. Hav is, he unfortunately got trapped by the holiday of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So
Cupid shot an arrow at him. That's what happened.
in both butt cheeks.
In both butt cheeks.
And instead of growling in pain, he said, "Ooh."
Just like that, Mario. And he did it twice because he got hit both. Both.
Ooh. No, the first one's like, ooh. And then the second one, he enjoyed even more. He's like, ooh.
Oh, hell no. Oh,
No, I'm dying, bro.
The two butt cheeks. Yeah. That's crazy, boy. But anyway, yeah. So Hav cannot be here. I know it sucks, right? It's Captain. Oh yeah, we're reviewing Captain America: Brave New World.
Yeah.
And it sucks that he can't be here because Hav is also another superhero, geek fiend, like I am. But he did actually give us he did go see it. He saw it with his girlfriend, and he sent us his thoughts. So we'll definitely probably say that after our non-spoiler section, before we give our ratings.
Yeah, probably just because he'll send us a non-spoiler also, so I might as well do it after we're in that section of the pod.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So holy shit, man! Captain America: Brave New World. Oh wow.
I was not excited.
This is the first Marvel movie of this year.
Yep.
Second one's gonna be Thunderbolts, and then the last one should be Fantastic Four.
Of the year?
I think that's it.
Is
those
next
three
year
movies.
the big one?
Well, next year?
Yeah, the Doomsday Order. It's called Doomsday.
Oh, is it? Fuck. I don't know.
2026? Is that the year?
I feel like Hav would know this, man.
That's facts.
He'd be keeping track and shit,
Yeah.
with calendars and stuff. But anyway, Captain America: Brave New World. Mario, I guess let's talk about
Expectations?
yeah,
Or just,
for our first initial reaction to the
I
trailer.
mean, honestly, bro. Obviously, you guys know, if you guys listen to this pod, that I'm probably like the least into like Marvel or just like comics in general, right? Like, I've kind of been off the Marvel way for a while now, for a couple of years, ever since like the OG Avengers cast, when that storyline was over, and then obviously I would look forward to the new shit coming, but they kind of just mishandled it badly overall, right? And there was a few good things in there, obviously, right? But I'm at the point with Marvel when it comes to their shit now where it's like I have to show up and see what it's going to turn out to be. With this one, I kind of had my expectations kind of set kind of low because I really wasn't really looking forward to it. If I'm being honest with you, like whenever I saw a trailer for this movie, I was just kind of like, all right, like seems like another Marvel shit to me. Like it's cut and paste. Like I already know how I'm going to leave the movie type of thing. And that's how I left the movie. If I'm being completely honest, like I knew how I was gonna, like I had my expectations, and I would say they were met.
Yeah,
it is what I thought it was gonna be. Obviously, we'll dive more into it later, but I just wasn't.
it's
hyped.
what you expected, basically.
It was what I expected, and I just wasn't really hyped for it. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. I'm in the same boat with you, man. I think, and it kind of sucks, man, because I was really into the into Marvel and the MCU and shit, keeping up with it. But ever since the whole Jonathan Majors thing happened, and it kind of untangled certain things in these story.
Marvel, yeah, because they had to shift gears. Because
I think that's where it started. Like for me to like drop down, and so when I realized, oh shit,
I think for me it was before that.
Really?
Because I started just seeing I just started seeing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. I mean,
the formula.
I'm trying to think. When was actually the show that made me, or movie or something? I don't know, man. In terms of shows, Agatha, I've not seen Agatha.
Same year.
Echo was okay.
Echo was okay, yeah.
Yeah, Echo was okay, but it was nothing like
spectacular.
Yeah, nothing
I can
spectacular.
appreciate that it was like, what was it, like the first like R-rated show or some shit like
Yeah.
that. I can appreciate that from Echo, but overall, I
think-
think fell flat after like that first episode.
I guess I was just more intrigued in the setup
Yeah.
of the Avengers and with Kang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we saw like the glimpses, like we saw in Loki season 1,
Yeah.
right? Then Loki season 2, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Ever since then, I was mostly hyped as to what we're getting, like the final end product.
Yeah.
Right. And unfortunately, leading up to that, it's been rocky, man. There were some things that I liked, but some things that I didn't. And some things that I did like had nothing to do to drive that main big end game situation. For example, Moon Knight was really cool. I like Moon Knight. There was nothing there that really that hinted on something
Down the road.
Yeah, you know, or Werewolf by Night. That was cool.
That was cool. I like that. Yeah.
You know, Werewolf by Night. So there are certain projects that I did like from the MCU, but didn't necessarily set up for what we're getting at the very end.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I was looking forward to, and that's what like kind of hooked me. And then once Jonathan Majors was dropped and they shifted from Kang Dynasty and Kang overall as a character to Doctor Doom as
Which is a good
RDJ as Doctor Doom.
Which I like the switch, but it's like I kind of wish they got a different actor. Not gonna lie.
Okay, yes, I do agree with that. At the time, we were like hyped because it's
Yeah.
like, whoa, he's back,
Yeah.
right? But if we're gonna be completely honest, I think I know Hav disagrees with us on this. Well, actually, I never got your opinion on with RDJ. So you agree that
I feel like they did it. I don't think he'll be bad because he's a talented actor, bro. I'm not gonna fucking argue that.
Yeah.
It's not because I don't think he's not built for the role. I just wish they just would have gotten someone new. I think they went with RDJ because they wanted to play it safe. Like, yo, we need a dub. Like, we need a guaranteed hit. He wants to come back. Let's fucking do it. And I don't blame them for it. It's just I was like, damn, I wish they would have gotten like just a different actor, man. You know what I mean? Because this kind of feels like, oh, they're just trying to play it safe. Because they need a dub. They need a rebound from the whole Kang situation and having to switch plot points halfway through. What do they call it? These arcs like.
sagas.
Sagas, there we go.
Phases.
Yeah.
No, phases is like the sets of movies. Sagas is like right now we're in the multiverse saga.
Yeah, there we go. They were trying to do that, right? And they were trying to obviously switch the big baddie at the end.
Yeah.
So they were put in a tough situation. So they had to play it safe. We're like, no, we can't take anymore. So I understand it, but it's kind of like, come on, man. Like you're already put in the situation. Like might as well take another risk and get a new actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. And in fact, I actually talked about this. It was around maybe a little bit later, a couple months later when RDJ was announced. But I tweeted this, and let me know, Mario, if you agree or not. I said there is no denying that RDJ is an excellent actor. However, it just feels comfortable and lazy to have RDJ, a beloved actor who betrayed a beloved character, return to the MCU to play another beloved character. One of my biggest critiques about the current state of the MCU is that Marvel Studios is afraid to take risks. There is no risk here. This is Marvel Studios trying their hardest to recapture the immense hype that they once had during the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And that's what I think, guys. Go follow me on Twitter, by the way, or everywhere at SCN6. Mario, where can they find you?
Everywhere at Just Jazzy.
At Just Jazzy. But anyway, and I know Hav is on a different boat. He disagrees. He is hyped, or maybe not hyped, but he's looking forward to RDJ being Doctor Doom. And just like I said, guys, I just think that it's super lazy, man, for a beloved actor to play another who played a beloved character to play another beloved character. It's like, bro, there could have been so many other people that they could have casted, man. But anyway, it is what it is. But anyway, back to my fall off is like once the whole Kang shit. It was like, okay, bet. Like these past 2 years of this shit
build up was for nothing,
and now we're switching to fucking Doctor Doom and stuff. And it got me even more pissed when the charges were dropped against him. And it's like, all right, man, there it is. You know, Disney doing its thing, just fucking cutting people off based on accusations, and nothing confirmed. But I think ever since then, man, I just wasn't into it, man. If anything, I was more hyped into James Gunn's and Peter Safran's DCU. I'm more hyped about that shit, you know? And it's super unfortunate, man, how things are going with the MCU, man. I know the Marvels, I thought it was just like another bland, like mediocre movie and shit. But and then with this movie, I was thinking the same thing, man. I kind of fell off the wagon, man, the bandwagon and shit with MCU. But and I said this before, if it weren't for the pod or even for Cape shit, like I probably would stop watching. I'm gonna be honest, like I would probably only go watch
the big ones like Fantastic Four.
Exactly, bro. Like Deadpool and Wolverine. And with Deadpool and Wolverine, I was expecting for them to expand a bit as well, but not really. It was its own type of thing. But it was fun. It was a fun movie. It was a great time. I definitely enjoyed it, man. But with that being said, same thing, Mario. I just wasn't really hyped for this movie. And then reviews came out. And reviews were, I guess, favorably, they were like on our side of what we were expecting.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm going to say this right now. It's this Captain America Brave New World was a bit more than what I expected. I thought this was going to be like a very generic like Marvel movie, maybe even perhaps a like below average, like poor. That's what I was thinking. That was my expectations. Like, okay, cool, another the Marvels, another generic bullshit. But I'm not gonna lie, I said Hob. I'm gonna say Hob. And when it comes to superhero shit, I'm over here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mario.
I
did not hate this movie as much as other people did, or like the reviews and shit like that. And I'm curious. Do you feel the same way, or was your, because you said your expectation was just another generic like type of Marvel movie, and you said it kind of met those expectations. So do you think that it was just another generic MCU movie?
I think this movie does things where all right, I can appreciate what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I still think overall, I still felt the same way when I left the Marvels and movies like the Marvels.
Wow.
And projects like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I will say I think I am a little bit more lenient on their views, but I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, I think this is an incredible movie. But I don't think this movie's shit. I don't think it's dog shit. I don't think the Marvels is dog shit. I just think it's generic.
Compared to the Marvels, I believe we said it was mediocre.
Like 5 or 6.
I think it was a 5.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this movie more than the Marvels.
For me, these movies, I forgot what I gave.
And I could get into.
I think maybe I probably did enjoy this one a little bit more, but in the same realm, these two are for me.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And I definitely enjoy this movie a bit more than the Marvels. And if anything, I kind of like this movie is kind of what I've been wanting for like the past couple movies, but unfortunately they didn't really execute it the way I wanted it to. So I don't agree with most of the reviews of Rotten Tomatoes or like YouTubers or whatever. I don't think this movie was poor or bad. I also did not think it was mediocre. I do think that it was a little bit above that. I wouldn't say that it was great. There are some things that like I had issues with, and we'll get into it. But I guess let's talk about like the good and the bad. Mario, do you want to start with your goods?
I think one of the things I appreciated is this movie had a tone. Yeah. And that it was kind of like this espionage, like thriller kind of. And I was just like, all right, that's kind of unique. And they carried it throughout the whole movie. And I was like, all right, I think I genuinely appreciated the tone this movie had from beginning to end. And I enjoyed it because I was entertained. I was entertained from beginning to end. I guess another positive I have is the fight scenes are good. I wouldn't say great. Maybe there are moments that are great. I just think they're good. Like that first fight scene, like it's in the very beginning of the movie. Yeah. Low-key, I thought, oh my God, the fight scenes suck. I was not impressed by that. I don't know if you were. The first fight scene, I'm talking about the intro of the movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I saw that and I'm just like, low-key, I'm not impressed by this. Like, I think that was okay. I don't even think it's a good fight scene. Because I think I read somewhere that, like, in this movie, they were trying to go back to, and it sucks because, like, this is how you know I'm not a diehard Marvel fan. Like, they said, like, oh, we're going to go back to how, like, Captain America 2 was in terms of combat and shit like that. Yeah. And I couldn't relate to it or understand that because I've never seen the second Captain America movie, right? And I'm assuming the fighting in that movie was amazing because the only thing when I think of like peak fighting in terms of Marvel, like hand to hand shit, I think of Civil War when it was Cap and Iron Man in that one hallway. I'm just like, oh, that's badass, bro. Like that was like fire as shit. So that was kind of my expectation in terms of the fighting that they were referring to.
Yeah.
And maybe there are parts are like that in the film towards the end of the movie, but generally, I think the fight scenes were just good. I don't think there were anything spectacular or anything like Civil War in particular for me. I know they were referencing the Cap movie, which again I have not seen that one, but I think fight scenes were good. I think Sam Wilson as Cap, I think he's good too. It was funny because we were having a convo on the way there. We were like, yo, like, because we were talking about how recently they announced that that filming for Doomsday is going to begin soon, and and me and Hector, or I told Hector, I was like, bro, I read that and I was like, who the fuck are the Avengers? Like, I don't even know. And then that was a whole side convo, right? But the main point I'm trying to get is to like, we got into it is that who's the leader? And I brought up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And you brought up Sam Wilson as Cap.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's interesting. Because the reason why I brought up Spider-Man, because I'm like, oh, him, because he's been more established in terms of like having his own movies. Mm-hmm. And you say, well, like, yeah, I get that. But Sam is more of the leader type role. Mm-hmm. And I did see that in this movie. So I saw your point of view a whole lot more.
Yeah.
And so him as Cap, I believe I could see him being a leader of the Avengers a whole lot better now.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Can you?
No, yeah. I think when you asked me that question, I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be Captain America.
Because you said it instantly. You didn't think about it. You're like, no, it's Cap.
Yeah, it's going to be him. Because I mean, you said it when we were having that conversation. You also said, oh, it was Steve Rogers, Captain America, and then Iron Man. Those were the main guys. Obviously, Iron Man's out the picture. Captain America, Steve Rogers passed down the mantle to Sam Wilson. So my logical reasoning was like, it's gonna be Sam Wilson, and this is his first movie to really display that. And if anything, I think that he did well. Like I could see it. You know, there are some certain traits where they do it on purpose, right? Where there's always like a side character sidekick, and they act more, you know, a little bit more goofy, kind of unserious, to put the other person in a more serious light. Yeah, and they did that with this movie, with that new character. Was he a new character? I don't remember from the MCU.
He was in the show.
His name is Joaquin in the movie.
He was in the show. What was the show called?
Which show? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That one. Was that what it was called?
Was he? I haven't seen that show in forever.
Let me see.
He might be in that.
I'm pretty sure he was in that one, bro.
But point is, that's what kind of movies do, and I was expecting a more, like, even based on the trailer, I was expecting more of a serious tone, more back to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier roots. And honestly, I think that's what we got here, man. And I think that's why I enjoyed it a bit more. It was more serious. It reminded me a bit of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and maybe even Iron Man 1 vibes. Like, it gives off that early MCU type of vibe, right? And I think that's why I liked it, and that's why I said it's what I've been like wanting, because there are some comedic moments in this film, but dude, if we're comparing it to the other MCU movies that we've seen recently, or shows, it's nothing compared. Yeah, I think it's just right. It feels just right. So I have no issues with the comedy here. I think Joaquin, being the comedic relief, I didn't think he was overbearing. I didn't think he was doing too much. I think he's a very likable character, and I think that's very important when you are giving the mantle to someone else to become that hero. Is that person has to be likable. Yeah. And I'm glad he wasn't like annoying as fuck or anything like that. But the serious tone in this movie and the direction it went, I liked it. I did. There are some issues though that I do have with this movie, but we'll get into that in a bit. What did you think of Anthony Mackie as playing a Sam Wilson as Captain America? Like, what'd you think about him?
I think
because we saw him as Falcon. Yeah, and now he's Captain of fucking America.
He's Captain America. I don't see him as Falcon anymore. Yeah. I think this movie does a really good job of establishing that. I don't know. I'm a fan of the suit though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know which one.
Either.
either.
Yeah, dude. I don't think I feel like he's better without a mask, bro. I'm gonna be dead as honest with you. I think he's better without it.
Well, to be fair, he's Captain America, but he also is like flying. And, like, that's like a visor to protect his face while flying and shit.
But I feel like his official suit is him always wearing that mask. You know what I mean? And I get that part. That part I get, right?
I mean, when he was fighting, he wasn't wearing it.
No, he wasn't.
Or no, was he?
No,
or maybe
only in the
glasses or some shit.
Maybe, I don't fucking remember exactly, but
I don't know.
No, but just to answer your question, no, I absolutely, I think I see him as Cap. I don't see him as Falcon anymore. I think he's genuinely taking that step where I was like, all right, man, you're Captain America now. I not only do I see it, I believe it. You did a good job. You did a good job being the lead on this film. You took the values that Cap, the character overall, at least that I know of from the movies, right? You took those values and you carried it over into your first like solo film, right? I get it. Yeah, he has his own Falcon now, or whatever. I forgot.
Yeah, his own
sidekick. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the wings. I like his gadgets. They I don't want to get too into spoiler, 'cause that's spoiler convo, right? But I like his new gadgets and shit. But no, man, him as Cap, I see it. I don't think I don't see Falcon anymore, man. And I think that's a good thing, because if I saw Falcon still, then I'm just like, bro, this is Captain America, but I still see this motherfucker as Falcon. So that's a very important thing that they did their job on.
Yeah. As per the suit, the one that he got from at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and like I think at the beginning of this movie, it's from the comic books. Where
for real?
It's really cool. It's sick. I like the design, but then obviously we see him later in the trailer, like he like loses it, and that's for reasons that we won't disclose until we get to the spoiler section. But yeah, I mean, I agree, man. I think Captain America is a very important character that you need to establish very well, and I think Anthony Mackie did a good job, dude. I think he's solid for the role. He was serious when he needed to be serious. He has some charm to him and shit. Like I can see it, man. And if anything, I kind of saw it even before, like with in Falcon, show? In Falcon Winter Soldier, and like I could see it. And when Steve Rogers gave him the mantle, I'm like, okay, you know what? That's a solid pick. Like,
I think one important thing to add is that he's still his own Cap, if that makes sense. Like he's his own version of Cap, because if he was legit just copy and paste Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Or like Steve Rogers is Captain America, I kind of wouldn't be a fan, because I'm like, damn, like shouldn't he have his own little twist to it? And they do have that in this film, where like it's still Sam Wilson, like it's him, but he carried over the values of what it means to be Cap, and I think that was a W right there, man.
Yeah. So without getting to spoilers, right? The synopsis of the movie is basically some crazy shit's going down, and at Washington D.C. and the fight for adamantium, which is the new element that was discovered on the Celestial,
which they finally talked about.
Yeah, well, they finally talked about. That's another positive that I want to get into. And so there's some internal conflict going on, and Captain America is basically not listening to the government, not listening to the president, and is basically doing a Miles Morales, I'm gonna do my own thing and figure out what's exactly going on. And we see themes of him actually what it takes to be Captain America. And you know, this is not there's a scene where he is able to fight in combat without like the super soldier serum, and that's like another thing that we see in this movie is like, should I take the serum or not, whatever, and shit like that. I kind of wish that they dive more into that,
right? Because when I was watching it, I had that in my mind.
Yeah,
right. Because I don't want to talk to more, because that's more spoilers. But it's like,
because what I was picturing was that, okay, cool, it's Captain America. He's now Captain America, and there's a huge responsibility, right? What I was expecting is him dealing with all this bullshit and questioning himself, like, yo, like, can I even fucking do this? Like, or more scenes like that. We do get one scene, but it's pretty like near the fucking end, man.
Yeah.
And I just wish we saw that throughout the movie and watch him grow and understand, okay, this is the type of responsibility that I need to do, and shit happens like this. And you know what I mean? Rather than we just get one specific scene at the end. I kind of wish we saw that gradually. With first character.
Yeah, that would have been a really cool theme to have. Now that you said it, to him to deal with the responsibility of being Cap, because you're not just like a symbol to America. You're kind of like a symbol to the world. Yeah, if that makes sense. I know he's Captain America, but he really like represents or gives hope to a lot of other countries One thing I did want to bring up because, like, I mean, can we head into the negatives part? Because this is what they wanted to bring up.
I still got a few more positives.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
So before we dive into the negatives, I want to say I really liked Harrison Ford. We got a lot more screen time with him. I do like his how they portrayed him and shit. He's definitely, the way they portrayed him in this movie,
it's a whole lot different from the
comics for sure.
For real.
Like him being like a changed man, like good guy and stuff.
Empathetic.
At least the Thunderbolt Ross that I know from the earlier comics, and he originally was like, obviously he's a general, right?
Yeah.
And he took like a serum to transform him into like another Hulk to stop the Hulk.
So it was Red Hulk always a Hulk villain?
Yes.
Okay, so they just changed it up.
It's weird because like throughout the comic book history, he was a villain at first, but then he started becoming like an anti-hero and stuff. But at the start, he was always like a villain because he was doing some he hated the Hulk.
Okay,
right, and he purposely became Red Hulk to fucking stop his ass. Okay. Basically, does that make sense?
All right, yeah.
And he always had that like evil type of attitude, and they just and they showed that here in the beginning of the movie. They showed him how he was in the past, but then they transformed him into like, wait, he's kind of a changed man. Like,
yep.
And that's kind of interesting role that they took. If anything, man, I just wanted to see like Hulk and Red Hulk fight it out, man.
There's a moment. I mean, it's no spoiler. You know where with him being in this fucking movie, there were gonna be callbacks to that the Hulk movie because Harrison Ford was a recast, right? Because sadly, I think that Javi said the original actor for the general, he passed away, right? Yeah. So like, obviously, rest in peace to him. But there's a part where they called back to the original OG Hulk solo movie. Yeah. And motherfucker, goddamn! I know it's a little bit of a tangent, but like, I kind of wish we just got to see more of Hulk that way, man. Yeah. Dude, oh my god.
I so agree, man. They did the Hulk dirty.
Yeah, man. That's Hulk is my favorite MCU character. So I just made him into a gag. Yeah. I didn't like that, man.
And that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up because that's another positive that I had for this movie is this movie touches on a lot of loose ends.
Yep.
Bro, they touch on a lot of loose ends. They're like, oh, okay, finally now we can see what happened to this guy since way back when to the first Hulk movie.
When was that? Like 2008?
2008, yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
It's like, oh, we finally got news of what's going on with the Celestial. Remember that? When that was back in what, 2021 or some shit? Or 2020? I don't know.
Years ago.
From the Eternals?
When was it? Wait, were we in high school?
Eternals? No, bro.
We were like probably a year or two out?
Probably.
So probably like 2019, 2020, yeah.
I don't think it was 2019. I don't think that's too early. Yeah. My guess is 2020, 2021.
Let's see Eternals, because I remember there was always that the like what's it called, 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, there was always that meme. You're like, are we ever going to talk about this?
Yeah, that was that meme, and that 2021. Yeah, that was back then where we didn't even have the pod, but so they touch on that. They touch on a lot of loose ends, and that's what I really like, and it makes me wonder, like, dang, now that I think about it, man, there are some movies I saw 3 years ago that has an end credit scene that we got nothing like, what the fuck is going on? Maybe in the next fucking 10 years they'll answer those questions. Like, do you remember Eternals? Do you remember the end credit scene of Eternals?
Oh yeah, it had the guy from One Direction. Harry Styles. Yeah, Harry Styles. That guy. I was shocked, bro, when I saw that.
What the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck? Why is he in there? Because I remember he went through a phase where he was in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
He was in that one, and then he was in was it a Christopher Nolan movie? Dunkirk. Was that Christopher Nolan?
What movie?
Dunkirk. It's like a World War. It's either 1 or 2.
It's World War II. That's your shit.
Yeah, fucking no. I think it was done by Nolan, but he was in that movie also. But it was a much smaller role, kind of like his role in Eternals. I don't know if he'll ever come back. I don't know if he's done with acting. So I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what character he is. I know he plays some important character though.
Yeah, that makes okay, and I think for the positive, that's all I can think of. If I have any more, I'll let you know. But if you want to go
I was about to say, as for like one of the negatives, I think some of the shots in this movie are, I mean, there's no way around it, man. They were shit.
Like
green
shots
screen.
that
Like
we
there's
mean?
like noticeable.
Green
Like I'm
screen?
talking like very noticeable green screen, especially at the end. There's this one where it's like, how the fuck did that make it to the final cut of this fucking movie? It's so goddamn obvious. I'm just like, dude, you are a $1 billion company.
Yeah.
How are you letting this shit? It's like I'm assuming the people who were in charge of that were rushed. And then they didn't give them the necessary time to complete that sort of shot. And if so, then that's shame on you, Marvel. But like, end of the day, I don't know that info. I gotta take it for how I see it. And that shit was just ass, bro. Very, very noticeable green screen. So some of the CGI, I will say, in the trailer, the CGI on Red Hulk looked like shit. It did not impress me. But there are shots in here where like the CGI looks really good on him. Like obviously the final fight, right?
Yeah.
But then there's like some shots where it's the quick shots, the quick scenes where like you only see the scene for like half a second or two. Where I'm just like, oh, that shit looked on kind of unpolished. But if you pay attention, you notice it.
Yeah.
But like no, I would say negative is kind of some of the noticeable green screen, some of the shots, some of the CGI feels unfinished. That shit was just bad, dude. Like I'm not one to shit on green screen because like most of the time, I'll be honest with you, I don't notice it. But like if I notice it, that says something. You know what I mean? Hav's the one that noticed it most of the time. Bro.
Yeah.
He's the one that's like, oh, notable green screen, all that. I'm like, oh shit,
No, that was
I didn't
me.
see shit.
I think that was me, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Hav's the one. I always remember.
No. Stop you right here, because I'm the one that says, yo, the green screen's trash. Or like, yo, that you could tell, like you could see the strings off the characters, or you could see like it's a fake ass arm.
I'm just talking green screen.
Hav always is like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how do you even notice?
No, that was an
like
ISSS. I remember that one. I'm talking
but
about like screen screen, specifically screen screen, just specifically.
I want to say
no, but
you could say that, but I don't agree.
All right, but no, what's it called?
Hav would always fucking roast me about it. It's like, yo, bro, what is
why
Sector like?
Pay attention to the fucking violent nature, that shit. Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah,
and then I show it to you guys. It's like, no, y'all look at me like I'm crazy. He looks at me like I'm crazy, and then I show him. He's like, oh yeah, okay. Cool. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
That's funny. But no, man. So it's just says something about the company, man. Because it's like, dude, y'all make too much money to let shit like this. Like I get it. You have to meet a date, but at the same time, bro, like. It hurts the value of the film overall, or the score of the film overall, in my opinion, when you just see shit just like half-assed. And it's just like, dude, it just makes my opinion on Marvel in general, MCU Marvel, right? It just brings it down, in my opinion. It didn't help the movie whatsoever, and it's throughout the whole movie. It's very noticeable there at the end. Another negative I would have, you brought it up, and I do agree with you, but the humor, it is like the lowest I think I've ever seen in a Marvel movie in quite a while. But like in that, I think we're talking about the same scene where there's a serious scene between Sam and another character, right? And it's a very touching moment. I'm like, oh, bad, like I like this. I fucking rock with it. But then at the end of that scene, it ends with a fucking joke. So I just hate that. I think if they just would have timed it better, specifically in that scene, I think it would have been a W. And then you have that other character who brings the coffee come in, and then they pop the joke. I'm like, all right, bet, because like that scene was over with between them two. I don't mind that right there. I think if they just would have ended it right there without him saying that, I forgot what the fuck exact joke was, but it was a joke. I think that scene would have been fire as hell. But it's still overall a good scene. I like the convo that they had. The writing. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was impressed by it. I think it was okay, but I think it could have been better.
Okay.
In my opinion, especially with the themes of like, you know, Sam struggling with the pressure of like, can I be Cap?
Yeah.
Because like
I wish we got more of that.
Yeah, like I said, like I wish we would. After you brought it up, I was like, yeah, you're right. I think that would have been a positive thing to have throughout the whole movie, not just in that one scene. And they do bring it up a couple times, but they don't focus on it like they did in that one moment in that point of the film. But yeah, those are really my main negatives for the film. If I'm being honest with you, just the some of the noticeable green screen throughout the film, especially there at the end, and then the CGI is just, it's hit or miss. Yeah, there's parts where it looks really good, but then there's just some parts where it's just like, yo, what the fuck was that? I'm not being honest.
No, I with the green screen, I do agree. It wasn't as bad as the Flash though.
That's facts.
The Flash CGI was bad, bro.
That was atrocious.
That was
Remember
abysmal.
when they were like throwing it back, giving all the references to like fucking Superman or I
Yeah,
forgot.
that shit was
Oh
trash.
my god, the dude from National Treasure, that guy when his shit popped up, I was like, what the fuck?
That shit was just bad, bro. That shit was bad. But yeah, I mean, I agree with the green screen. Some parts of the CGI, certain scenes, which just wasn't as polished up, you know. But I think the main negatives that I had, man, was like the villain.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I didn't think of that one.
I think like I hate that. Okay, I like Harrison Ford's character and like the story, how it progresses. Like, okay, it's building up to the Red Hulk. And I just think it would have hit harder if we did not see Red Hulk in promotional posters.
Yeah.
In trailers and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, fucking Marvel, bitch ass motherfuckers, fucking Disney, they just want seats, bro.
Yeah.
They just want to sell fucking seats, bro. They don't like, and that bothers me because it's like, bro, like if we didn't know that the Red Hulk was gonna be here, I feel like that would have hit a lot more harder, especially because we see like Thunderbolts Ross's character development and shit. So that's another negative. Then I can't remember. Was that is the other motherfucker like in the trailer?
I don't think so, bro. He was.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, bro. I mean, granted, I didn't see a lot of trailers, but I thought the what's it called? He wasn't in there because the only two people that I thought were going to be villains in this film was Red Hulk and the dude from what the fuck's his name? Jin and Carl. I don't know, the guy from Breaking Bad. That guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought those two were going to be the villains, but I do agree with you on the point where they never should have showed him. But I think the reason why they showed him is that they knew that if they didn't show him, they probably would not get a lot of seats and a lot of butts in seats, if that makes sense. So I think maybe they were kind of forced to do it. But
it says right here that in the Captain America: Brave New World trailer, the primary antagonist is revealed to be blank, portrayed by blank. And in the trailer, he's shown in a shadow with a line suggesting his significant role in the film's events. The portrayal hints at his involvement in orchestrating conflicts, including his transformation of President Thaddeus Ross.
So he's in it, but they hint at him only?
He is in the trailer.
So can we talk about it or no?
I mean, it says he's in the trailer, bro. So yeah, I guess we could talk about him.
All right.
And that's like part of the loose ends is where we talk about in the 2008 Hulk, and that is the villain, the leader. The leader is finally back, and it's just I was just expecting more from him, man. I was expecting more from him to be a lot more menacing, but they clear things up as to why, you know, where he's been. So I'll give it that. We won't go ahead into that, but we'll go into that in the spoiler section.
It's just, and there's a lot of movies. I just
don't like how they utilize him, man.
It's kind of like, I hate when movies don't have a set in stone villain.
Yeah,
I told you this after the movie ended when we were waiting for the end credit scene. I was just like, bro, like, why do I feel like I've been seeing a lot of movies where like there's like multiple bad guys, but there's not like a main one.
Yeah,
where they focus and they spread it, like they spread it throughout the whole movie. One was the dude from Breaking Bad. One was somewhat Red Hulk, because like I said, we see him try to be good now, but obviously there's a whole thing you guys see in the trailer, and then there's him, where it's like, okay, we got 3 people here, maybe two and a half, right? We're excluding fucking Red Hulk, but like, why can't we just have one? Build around him, build the villain role around him, make us hate him, and I think the movie would be much more simpler and much more gratifying at the end. Because once what's his name? The fucking dude,
which guy?
The guy from 2008, not Red Hulk, the other one.
The villain?
Yeah, him. What's his name?
His villain name?
Yeah,
the leader.
The leader. Like once he gets taken care of, right? I felt no satisfaction. I was just like, all right, he's gone. I'm gonna move on.
No,
I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck, bro.
And that's the problem. And that's like the main problem that we see in these MCU movies, man. Is like they drop the ball when it comes to the villains and shit. And I don't know. I just was expecting more of a bigger role, maybe a more like I don't know. And then I guess same thing with Red Hulk, man. With Red Hulk, I was expecting more of that and like maybe play in a bigger roll as into what like the conflict that we're seeing, but not really. I will say the good thing about Red Hulk is we saw him do Hulk shit.
Yeah, that was badass.
And bro, that was fire, and like it makes me miss like, damn, we just need a Hulk, bro.
We need a Hulk,
and it pisses me off of how they handled the Hulk in Endgame, Infinity War and Endgame, and it's like, bro, like I don't give a fuck about smart Hulk, bro.
Yeah,
like, just get Hulk out there, smashing shit, bro.
Yeah,
and that's what we got here with Red Hulk. But I will say the way they, I guess, made it seem like in the trailer it's not really the same how they made it here, bro. If we're gonna be completely honest,
it's kind of misled.
It's just, I just wanted to see more of that, and I wanted that situation to be like more kind of centered, focus more on that and like how it plays into the other conflicts and shit. But I mean, we don't really get to see that. But as Red Hulk, yo, I thought
when you see Red Hulk on your screen, it is amazing. I don't know if you saw me. I was like, oh shit! I literally verbally said, oh shit. Yeah. And I was like, dude, you're like, back to your point. It's like, bro, we need a Hulk movie where like this is it. Because
when was the last time we saw Hulk like that, man?
I know, bro.
Fucking maybe Ragnarok.
That's the reason. Maybe that, bro. That's the reason why. Like I always say, like one of the reasons why I like Hulk is my favorite, because like I grew up on that. I saw that old film. I don't know what year it was. I was a kid, like maybe like 2005. I don't fucking remember the year though. But that's what got me into Hulk. And so like that, and it was like the bad version of Hulk, right? Just seeing the bad version of Hulk got me hyped, man. So like imagine if we get a new Hulk. I don't know, fucking his son. I don't know. His ass looked terrible when we saw him. Remember?
Oh, Scar.
Yeah, Scar. Yeah, but
he did not. Compared to the comic books, nah, bro. That bro looks chopped.
You guys showed me, bro.
Nah, he looks chopped.
But no, it was cool seeing Red Hulk do Red Hulk shit. Obviously, I don't know anything about his powers. I don't know if he does anything differently compared to like regular Hulk, or no.
Yeah.
Does he do different shit compared to like our Hulk? In terms of powers, abilities?
No, they're the same. They're practically the same. The only difference is that
he's red.
But Red Hulk, I guess it's kind of different here now in the movie. I think about it, but he does not rely on like triggers to like make him transform. If that makes sense.
Oh, so
like Bruce. Here they made it like like the Hulk, like him getting like angry and like super mad and shit like that. But I'm pretty sure from what I know in the comics that he doesn't have like triggers or
he can transform willingly.
I could look at a fact check myself. Okay. Give me a second.
All right, I didn't fucking know that shit. But no, man, just to finish my point. Like I said, with seeing Red Hulk just fuck shit up at the White House. I mean, it's no spoilers. We saw it in the trailer. Seeing him fuck shit up. I want to go into details about it because like I don't know what was shown in the trailer about his abilities, but there's one move that he does that had me absolutely geeked, and I just told you right now. I literally verbally said, "Oh shit." And it just makes me wish that we had a Hulk movie, because like I agree with Hector where like they did him really dirty and I didn't really give a fuck in terms of smart Hulk. At first he was cool. It's like, all right, I appreciate it, but I always held out hope that he would eventually not go back, because obviously he had his whole overall storyline about him controlling his anger and shit.
So I got it here. So yeah, I was right on that. And let me say. So yeah, the Hulk. Oh, that's another thing too. The Hulk, he gets stronger as he gets angry and shit like that. Red Hulk, he doesn't get to that point. Like he doesn't get stronger based.
So he maxes out at some point.
He maxes out at some point, but he does have like different types of ability. Like he has the ability to generate heat, emitting high levels of body temperature that can melt through enemies or cause intense damage. And so he does not. He does not get stronger the angrier he gets, like basically. But he's still pretty strong. Yeah. And another thing that's very important is that he is able to retain and control his powers more, and he retain his intelligence. So like, whereas when we see the Hulk transform, we see he's kind of like a little bit more childlike. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If we compare him to like the movies and stuff, like, like, whoa, what the fuck? More like a beast, like a caveman beast. I don't know how to explain it.
He gets stupider.
You get my vibe. Yeah, he's kind of like
he gets dumber, man. He gets
whatever,
dumber,
exactly. So what's scary about the Red Hulk, although he doesn't get as strong as the more he gets angry, is that he is conscious and able to retain his intelligence. So
Right.
he's able to
Stay smart.
know what strategize and shit. And
Yeah.
obviously, he's a fucking general. He's an army general, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's able to strategize and as basically can be a lot more smarter than outsmart the Hulk and shit.
Yeah, that makes okay. All
You
right.
know. And but
I
yeah,
wondered.
that's basically the key differences, man, between them.
All right, because I know they were the same. Right? I just wonder like if they had any different abilities. So it's mainly just those two. Okay. How crazy does his heat get? Like to the point where like melts?
I have no idea. It just says it can melt through enemies.
All right.
I'm assuming
I
even
meant
metal or
regular
some
people or some shit like that. Because when you said he generated heat, I'm like, this motherfucker gets on fire. That would be raw, considering
Yeah.
he's red. So like legit. I'm like, oh, it makes
shit. Yeah,
sense.
and like I said, with Red Hulk, it's just the fact that he's able to control his actions and like his intelligence. Like he
Yeah.
knows what the fuck he's doing. But he's
Unlike our Hulk.
he's just OP as fuck too.
Yeah.
Versus the Hulk, he loses control and he gets
Yep.
stronger the angrier he gets. You know what I mean? It's just those differences.
Yep, that makes sense.
Anyway.
Well, was that it? You got anything more to say, or do we want to get into?
Well, let me see. I talked about the positive, and then the negatives. Yeah, my main negatives was the villains and the leader and like how they utilized him. It just wasn't as satisfying. But the comedy didn't really bug me as much. I do see your point with that specific
it's
scene.
just
I see it. No,
mistimed.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think they did a better job with the other scene. With the other
Yeah.
character. So yeah, I could definitely see that. But compared to it like to the Marvels and like other MCU shows or movies,
yeah.
no, it was definitely a lot more grounded. Bro. You know what I
hell
mean?
yeah. Oh,
And
hell
that's what I definitely like. But yeah, my negatives is just that. Oh, I guess let's talk about a little bit of what's his fucking name? I forgot his fucking name. From Breaking Bad, Gus Fring.
Hold up. I literally got you.
But like, yeah, I forgot his name in the movie. But what did you think of? I thought he did good, man. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, man, I think he's always does a great job in the roles he's casted in. But let's be real.
Oh my god, I wish Javier was knows.
Isn't it Giovanni or some shit?
It's Giancarlo Esposito. Esposito. I don't know. You fucking say that, bro. I can't. It's a hard name to pronounce.
Giancarlo Esposito. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I like when I see him on screen, man. I fuck with him, but the thing is, if we're gonna be honest, he's a typecast.
Yeah,
he's
always
And the thing is, man, I can see why he's typecast because he plays that role really fucking well. My only thing is I kind of wish he also had a bigger role and shit. I see him becoming more. You know, I think there's potential. There's potential with him.
Yeah.
You know, but the way they
so in the comic book world, what is he? Because I don't know.
I forgot his name, bro. I'm gonna be real. What's his name?
His name is.
They're part of the
Seth Voeliker. That's his character name. But like he's in charge of like some gun running or some shit. Because in the beginning of the movie, he was there for a meetup to collect payment on a job that he did. So is he like a militia leader, a fucking gang leader, or some shit? I don't fucking know.
Let me see.
And not only that, they introduced a new character here, which I want to get into the.
Yeah, Seth Volker, known by his alias Sidewinder,
yeah.
is a fictional character in Marvel Comics. He is the founder and leader of the Serpent Society, a group of snake-themed supervillains.
Oh, okay.
Originally an economics professor, Volker was transformed into Sidewinder after being exposed to mutagenic alterations by Roxxon Oil Company. Yeah, I know. I heard of this motherfucker. So this is how he looks, bro. So
okay,
they completely...
he looks nothing like that.
Well, yeah,
bro.
he's like a mutant motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
So like they completely changed his character in the MCU to be more grounded and have the Serpent Society as like a militia
group.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
All right.
So I'm gonna be real. I don't know too much about this character. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But I did like how he played the character. I mean, but that's because he kind of plays the same character
in everything that he's involved
like,
in.
In a sense, you could think of that as a negative, but I don't know. I don't think it's a negative because he's doing what he needs to do, man. It's just I just wish we saw more from
more
him,
variety,
you know, and like maybe give him, I don't know, a bigger role or something. I don't know. There's potential with him, man.
There's potential for him in the MCU. Yeah. Maybe for like he's probably going to be involved in some other.
Or what if he does become that?
I thought of that, but I was like, I don't know.
Because like, I don't know how.
That's what I'm saying. How do you do that?
Hey, in 5 years, he's gonna come back and he's gonna be like, "Remember me? you abandoned me, or you." I don't know. Something.
I know what you mean. I don't know. It's tough.
We'll see.
I don't know. There's another character, but it's kind of spoilers, so I want to talk about it.
Okay,
I'm gonna say we can get into the. Was that it? Was that everything?
I think that's everything for the positives and negatives. Yeah.
All right, so I'll get into my rating real quick. Like I said in the beginning, this was a movie that I wasn't necessarily really looking forward to. If we didn't have this pod, I probably would have skipped over it, man. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
But I said my expectations were met. What I thought how I thought I was gonna enjoy this film is exactly how I felt when I left the theater. I think the good thing is my positives were that I like Cap, or Sam Wilson as Cap. I don't see Falcon anymore.
Yeah.
I liked the espionage spy thriller thing that we had going on. I really did appreciate that because it felt different. It felt unique for Marvel, given what they've done recently. Writing was okay. The some of the shot works in this film were absolutely horrendous and borderline unacceptable. That was a major negative of mine. Not having a set in stone villain for a movie, I always will hate that because I don't think it's impossible to do, but I think it's hard to achieve it because you have to do it right. And how you do it right, I don't know. I'm not a fucking writer. That's their job to figure out, right? But I don't know, man. I'm getting tired of like not having a set in stone one villain where you can build that villain up from beginning to end. I'm getting tired of it. But with that being said, I would probably give this movie probably like a 6. A 6 out of 10. I think it's okay. You know what I mean? Would I watch this animated? Probably not. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't watch it animated. Is it worth a movie ticket? I mean, shit, this shit came out Valentine's Day weekend. So if you got a girl, go ahead. It's a good time because it's a good date night.
Yeah.
Maybe. But other than that, man, this shit's probably going to hit Disney Plus in about a month.
Probably.
I'm being honest with you, but I don't know, man. We saw it in Dolby too, so there was some cool moments because you feel like your seat shakes and shit. So that was cool, but I don't think it's worth a ticket, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, if you have a date, go here. But other than that, if you're a hardcore Marvel fan, I mean, you're probably gonna see it regardless. But if you're a casual fan like me, I don't think it's worth it, man. Just wait until it's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Given the recent report, you probably unsubscribe from it. They lost a lot of fucking motherfuckers, bro. They lost 700,000 subscribers or some shit like that. Disney Plus.
Dead ass?
Yeah, it was around that number. I don't know why.
Because they like upped the price or something?
Well, they always been every streaming service ups their price. I think Netflix just upped theirs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Same with Disney Plus, but maybe just people realize that they just haven't put out good shit. Let me see if I can find the report, but you can give your thoughts. I'm gonna confirm what I said.
So okay. I enjoyed this movie more than people are kind of saying. You know, the reviews and Rotten Tomatoes. Like I was expecting this movie to be mediocre and poor, but no, man. I think it's above mediocre, man. I enjoyed this more than the Marvels. I enjoyed this more than some of the recent shit that we've seen, man. Like She-Hulk and the other types of movies. I do like the direction that they're going with this movie in a sense where you do get Falcon and Winter Soldier vibes. It's more of a serious tone. The comedy is not overbearing. There's a nice balance between serious tone and comedy. But with that being said, I mean, the negatives, my biggest negatives was the villain, the leader, and just the overall outcome of what happened with or like I guess not the setup with Red Hulk, but Red Hulk, I guess I just wanted to see more of that. I wanted to see more of the theme of Sam Wilson struggling with becoming Captain America, and actually see him learning what it takes to be Captain America and stuff, rather than just having that one specific scene at the very end after everything was kind of said and done. You know, I wanted him to see that. I wanted to see him struggle, you know, throughout the movie and question himself, especially that line where where Thunderbolt Ross was like, "You're not Steve Rogers, right?" And correct me if I'm wrong, bro. In the trailer, I could have sworn he was like, "You're right, I'm not," but he didn't say that in this movie. Or am I tripping?
You probably are right.
I could have sworn in the, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I could
Yeah.
have sworn in the trailer, he's like, "You're right, I'm not," right? In the trailer. But here, there's nothing. And I wish that, like, fucking, like, hit him right there. And we saw him struggling on his own, like, can I even do this? Or it's like, no, I got to. And I don't know, more of that, if anything. But yeah, the CGI and the it was not great. Some of the fight scenes I did enjoy. There weren't anything spectacular that I haven't seen before, but they are entertaining nonetheless. But my main shit is, like I said, it's the villains, man, and how they utilized him and the outcome of that. But with that being said, I think fuck, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you guys on this one. I think I'm gonna give this. I agree with you, Mario. I think I'm gonna give it a 6, man. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It has potential to be good. I don't think this movie was bad. I don't think it was mediocre either. I think it's okay, man. I think it's solid. It's if the villain was a bit more better or something, man, or maybe the CGI wasn't as terrible. But I'm gonna be real. I would rather have them fix the villain situation, and I think it would have been a 7 for me. You know what I mean? But because of that, no, it's a 6, man. It's okay. It's definitely one of the better MCU movies as of late, you know, that I've seen. They're in the right direction. That's all I gotta say. They're in the right direction, but pun intended, they did not stick the landing.
Hell no.
I'm sorry, Falcon. You didn't, or Falcon and Captain America. Y'all did not stick the landing, man. Yeah. But it's better, bro.
It's better.
It's getting there.
Yeah. I if I'm being honest with you, bro,
it's getting there.
I know I was pretty harshing on this movie a lot. Yeah. But obviously the previews for the film, right? We saw the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four. Yeah. I don't know why. It's just my gut, bro. It's just a gut feeling. I think we're going to see a little bit of a resurgence in Marvel in terms of quality of the films, starting with Thunderbolts. So that's what it's called, right? Mm-hmm. And with that movie, man. Like, I don't know, that trailer did a whole lot better job selling their movie that has a bunch. Well, there's some characters in there that already been showed. Yeah. But mainly it's a new cast, I should say. Yeah. With characters that aren't really like, I don't know, like A-tier characters, in my opinion. Yeah. And that film just looks a whole lot more movie, if that makes sense. Like, it looks like it has its own identity and a story that's going to be, I think, surprisingly well. Like, I'm looking forward to that one more than this one. Yeah, and I think that's going to be a W for Marvel. And I think obviously we're going to have the Fantastic Four, which that needs to hit. That has to hit for them, no matter what. That has to be a banger. Has to be, man. But now, I forgot to ask you, would you get a hard copy or a steelbook? My bad.
So we changed up my ratings. Yeah, remember? I'm gonna do DVDs, Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray,
Steelbook, not opened, sealed. There you go.
Yes, and Steelbook sealed. Right. This one, man. If I had to rate it between,
I'm gonna guess. I think you'll get this not Blu-ray. You'll probably get just regular DVD,
like DVD,
regular DVD. That's what I would guess.
I'm gonna be real. I got to figure out where my rankings go in terms of that, because I'm thinking, okay, DVD, because a DVD, that means I'd get it as DVD, meaning like it's mediocre.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because if you get it Blu-ray, that means you kind of enjoy it. I'm like, hey, Blu-ray, I'm gonna get a Blu-ray.
Yeah, but like
Blu-ray means like it's good.
No, I think that's 4K Blu-ray, the 4K one.
Okay, so there is no Steelbook. It's just 4K Blu-ray, nothing else.
No, there's two. There's Blu-ray, and then there's
4K Blu-ray. So what's Blu-ray rating for you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So okay, cause listen, if it's a 4, if it's a 4, that's poor, right? And if 3 is bad, that means I want to get shit. Yeah. So that means a DVD has to be like in the 5 range. Yeah. And then a Blu-ray 6 to 7. Maybe.
All right.
No, wait. No, yeah, Blu-ray maybe 6.
7, yeah.
And then it's 6 to 7, and then
4K Blu-ray
is like probably like an 8.
And then Steelbook
a 9.
Steelbook is 10.
Yeah. So if I give that, so we gotta I gotta write that down. So in terms of rating through
You gotta write
through
that
of the media. This is a Blu-ray.
This is a
No
Bluray.
4K, no DVD. It's a Blu-ray.
It's
I think
a Blu-ray,
like I'm gonna be
Alright.
honest, man. Like I don't think it's mediocre. I enjoyed it. Like I had fun, but it's just they missed the mark on the villain for me to where I can't say it's good. You know, but overall, like it's in the right direction, man. I see the vision. I see the potential. Hopefully, we could get more shit like this, but have maybe everything else actually stick. You know. But anyway, with that being said, that is everything for the non-spoiler section, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. And now we're gonna jump into the spoiler sections of Captain America: Brave New World. And we're jumping in 3, 2, 1.
All right,
okay.
motherfuckers.
We are now in the spoiler sections of Captain America: Brave New
World.
World. And I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the review.
What?
Is that the title was originally New World Order,
Oh yeah, they changed it.
and we changed. And I think I talked about it in a
I think you may have brought it up.
yeah, the whole controversial shit where like the government, like the New World Order means how like the governments are trying to.
Oh
take
yeah, you did.
over-
You did.
Yeah, like
I
take
remember,
over
yeah,
control,
yeah,
take
yeah,
over
yeah.
the country, and like
Yeah.
brainwash you and shit. People
Yeah.
thought that was happening during the COVID
Uh huh.
with the shots and vaccines.
Uh huh. Oh yeah, I
That was
forgot
like another thing. Like, oh, this is
Yeah.
they're trying to kill you or implement something in you, trying to control you. New world isn't. There's a new world order. Like, there's a controversy bullshit.
Yeah.
So that is why they changed it to
Oh
Brave
my
New World.
God, that's fucking funny.
Even though New World Order sounds fire,
that was fire.
it kind of and it makes sense, right? Because it kind of makes sense because Captain America is not listening to the government and not listening to the president himself. He's like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. This is a new world. This is a new order, bitch. Here's a new order in a new world. My world, bitch. Like, I don't fucking know, man. It just makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
That's
Anyway,
fucking funny. No,
Spoiler section.
one thing I wanted to bring up in the spoiler section
Yeah.
was that new character. It's that ex-widow. The ex-widow. What's her name? Hold
dude,
up.
I don't even know who that chick is. I'm gonna
Dude,
be honest.
I was caught off by her
You're
because I'm
gonna
just
ask me a
like,
comic book question. I have no idea.
I was because
I don't know who that is.
dude. Because I was just like, wait, are they trying to find a new Black Widow character? Because there's no way you introduce a character like that and have her be a one-off. Her actor name is Shira Haas, and her character name was Sabra. But she's an ex-widow. And she was the head of security for Harrison Ford's character.
Yeah.
And she got more screen time than fucking the leader or whatever the fuck his name was. The guy from him. Yeah, she did get more screen time than him and the guy from Breaking Bad, bro. There's no way you give that much that actor
So
or
you
that
think-
character that much screen time. And you're not going to be involved in future projects. I'm assuming she's going to be a part of Cap's team.
You think so?
She's gonna join Cap's team. It's
So
gonna
yeah,
be like the
okay,
three
we
of
can
them.
talk about that, right? So another cool thing in this movie is that President-elect Thunderbolt Ross was like, "Yo, bro, I want you to boot up the Avengers, bro." And he's like, "Oh shit, what? Word for real?" So it's like, okay, cool. And by the end of the movie, he's like, we kind of confirmed as Captain America, he's starting the Avengers. Kind of like that question you asked me before we saw the movie. I saw it coming. He's gonna be the leader. He's gonna be the guy put shit together. And he's bringing in Joaquin Falcon, the new Falcon,
Yeah, he's gonna be the new
which I like him. He's likable.
Yeah,
As of right now, I don't think, thank God, like he wasn't super like annoying or anything. Dude, it's super weird because there are certain characters that are like try to be funny and or whatever, and it kind of gets annoying. But there are certain characters that do that same exact thing, but I like it. One example, Vigilante from Peacemaker.
Oh, the guy that always had the mask on. Yeah.
Vigilante, he's more out there, more like, you know what I mean? But I fuck with it. So it's very interesting how I'm able to like a
guess
character when it's like that, but then there's other characters I don't like. And it's like,
I guess we somewhat disagree because for me he was kind of pushing it.
Vigilante?
No.
Joaquin?
Joaquin. He was kind of pushing it
think
for me.
so?
Kind of pushing it. A little bit for me, bro.
Do you know which scene?
No,
specifically?
it's just like I said, maybe it was just I wish I had more serious moments with him. You know what I mean? Like we know why, because he looked up to the Falcon.
Exactly.
When he was growing up in Miami, he said his idol or hero was Sam Wilson. So it makes sense, right? Because Wilson was also kind of witty too, so he wants to be like him.
Yeah.
But I kind of want him to have. Not saying he can't be witty. No. He can make his jokes, whatever. Fuck, I think it works. It's just tame it a little bit more for me, because he was kind of pushing to the point where I was like, bro, I think he's gonna be nothing but jokes. You know what I mean? So I hope in later projects that he is involved in, that he matures, right? Because this is still kind of his introductory to the world. Obviously, his shit. He was in the show, by the way. I looked it up.
Yeah, okay.
He was in the show because that's where I remember him. I'm like, yo, he was in the show. I remember him. So he was in the show, and I feel like he played a much more serious role in the show. Obviously, it's been years since I've seen it, right? I saw it one time.
Me too, bro.
But I could have sworn he was way more serious in the show.
Yeah.
And I don't mind him getting more witty or more funny. It's just tame it a little bit more.
Really?
I'm not saying it's
I thought it was tamed. I thought that's the personality that he just gives off. I don't think it was overbearing in my opinion.
No, I said he was kind of pushing it.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. I don't think he was jokes 24/7. I'm just like, he was kind of pushing it for me. For me personally, right? It's obviously my opinion, right? Yeah. So I think in just future projects, just keep it right there where it was at. And or maybe a little bit less.
Yeah, you know, not do a
because I want
Thor
him.
situation.
I want him to be his own character too, his own Falcon, his own version of Falcon, just like how Sam Wilson is his own version of Cap.
But okay, then there he is.
Him being that witty character. Because
Falcon wasn't necessarily always like that. From what I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
He was always like
I don't think
way he joked, the way the Falcon joked, Sam Wilson. The way he joked from the scenes that I remember is that he was always like, he was the nonchalant jokes. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like he would pop a joke, but it would be like nonchalant, you know, type shit, like suave. Like he was trying to be smooth with it. That was his shit.
Okay.
Right? And here, he's just straight up just more, like, it's more out there.
Yeah, so isn't that what you wanted? You just said that you wanted to be different.
But that you're right, but it's a lot more leaning towards, like, the typical MCU humor.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm not saying he can't be that. I'm just saying for him to be more unique, make his humor different, because his humor is what I see in every other MCU project. So that's why I'm saying he was kind of pushing it. You know what I mean? Because in Peacemaker, I mean, man, they have no limits. They can make any joke. Yeah. Right. So like, I loved it there because some of the jokes in that show were just fucking hilarious to me. Where like I genuinely fucking laughed. Yeah. I remember. You remember that one scene where they were like heading to a location and then
the iPad. Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, I literally laughed like how we laugh. Yeah. That's how I laugh, right? Obviously, they will never fucking do that in Marvel. Never in a million fucking years.
And like that's what I kind of like about DC.
Dude, too, I know, because it's like more our humor. Yeah. Where it's like, dude, that's fucking hilarious because they can do whatever the fuck they want. Which is why I fuck with DC more than Marvel. I always have been, right? But I'm not saying Marvel can't be funny. Marvel can be funny and their jokes can land, right? There were jokes in here that did hit, and there were some jokes that I just did not find funny, but other people did. I don't know if you heard it. Like there's times where I didn't find it funny, but people around us found it.
Oh
funny.
No, for sure, man.
And we should say that this movie our theater was packed. It was a lot of motherfuckers. We saw it. We saw this bitch at 11 in the morning. It was packed. We saw it Dolby,
dude.
Dolby, and it was packed. There were some annoying ass kids.
There's some annoying ass fucking kids, bro. Honestly, guys, like. Oh my god, bro! Like, if you have kids, man, just fucking kill them, bro. What? Hey, yo, what? Hey, whoa! What the hell? What?
That's great.
Are the lights still on? Are we still here?
No.
Or are we canceled?
It still says recorded. Nah, right, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're not crazy for saying that. I bet there's other people who...
Okay, stop.
No. Listen. Pause.
No, that's funny as
In terms of your sentiment, where it's like, bro, like, can you just be quiet?
You aren't wrong for what you said. Like, what?
No, that's like, funny. I'm not speaking literally,
yeah,
obviously.
You know what I mean.
Like, just I've heard other podcast dudes like, fuck kids, there should be a rule, like, fuck them. Like,
there should be a fucking rule.
I know.
Those kids were not 13, bro. They were younger than fucking 13. No, it's PG-13. And no way that they had their parents with them and they were allowing that to happen. Dude. No way. They probably snuck in, bro. I don't know. But dude, they were making fart noises and serious small I wish we talked about this in the non-spoiler section. Fucking hell. And in serious moments they would like legit say something to try to get a reaction. Dude, it was so annoying.
They were being obnoxious.
Like, fuck you guys, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but yo, man, Hector, man, come on, bro. They're kids, bro. They're kids. What do you expect, motherfucker? Come on, bro. When I was a kid too at one time, and I never acted that way in a fucking movie theater, bro. Like, come on, I
know what you mean, bro.
Parents, do better, man. Y'all gotta raise your kids with manners, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on out here?
Yeah, I know. I fucking know, bro.
It's quiet as fuck, and these motherfuckers are making fart noises. They say, ooh, like, I pooped, or like, whatever. It's like, what, bitch? Yeah. Oh, why did we talk about this? Oh, dude, that was so annoying, man. I feel bad for the people that were sitting over there.
Yeah, I know. Because we were a row below them.
And like, we're pretty like kind of far away, but we still heard them. So
yeah.
imagine if we were, dude. If, I'm not gonna lie to you, Mario. If I was there, I would have said something.
Oh, I know you probably would.
I would have like, hey kids, you guys gotta like shut the fuck up, or I'll make you shut up. All right, all right. Maybe not that. Maybe not like that. I'll fucking
shut up before I make you
your,
shut up.
Yeah, I'll stomp your teeth in, bitch. Captain of fucking America's right here.
Yo, you better shut the fuck up before I turn into the fucking Red Hawk, bitch.
No, okay. I was serious. I probably would have said something. Hey guys, you guys got to be quiet. And if they kept going or they were rude, I'm not gonna lie, Mario.
You would have gone out.
I would have gone out and just got them out of there. I'd be like, yo, these kids are annoying as fuck. Please get them out, bro. They're ruining my experience.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Like, if you guys are okay, guys, if you take Hav and I talked about this. If you guys have infants, don't take them to the movies. That's rule number 1. Don't take fucking infants to the movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't take toddlers to a movie like Oppenheimer.
Oh my god, yeah.
We've had instances where we're watching a horror like movie and then there's a toddlers out here screaming and crying and scared. Like, we're like, what? What are you doing? Why'd you bring your kid to this movie? No, take him. And that's why when we go see a Pixar movie or like, one of those kid movies, I never complain. I never complain about kids being loud or whatever because hey, that's what even with Sonic movies, I never complain.
Yeah.
It's because it's justified. The kids, they're watching a kid movie, they're having fun. Cool.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Yep.
It's my fault, for I guess going. Like, what'd you expect? You know what I mean?
It's a kid movie for kids.
But if I'm going to see Oppenheimer or Killers of the Flower Moon, a movie like that to that stature, why the fuck is there a toddler running around and like crying or like hello?
Yeah.
Why is there a fucking infant? Like, no joke. I forgot what movie it was. Was it? Were you there?
Which
probably
one?
not. It was a movie that Hav and I saw, and there was a fucking literal a person dog that had an infant baby, dude.
I probably
in her fucking arms.
No.
And it got to the point where they had to get escorted out. We talked about it on the pod before.
No,
but it's like, dude, they brought a whole baby with them, and it was like a horror movie. I think we were watching.
Man, fuck.
I forgot what it was.
Was it that doll movie?
Oh, it might have.
No, because the worst experience I ever had. The worst experience I ever had was fucking Thor.
That was crazy. Dude,
that was my worst experience. Those kids were
crazy.
bad, but mine was worse than what we experienced today. That was
yeah. And like, it sucks, bro. Like, I don't want to be an asshole, but like, she was just having fun.
Yeah, I know. That's like the worst part.
It's
like,
one of those things where like, I can't be mad at that.
Like, she's enjoying herself.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude. Like, your enjoyment is fucking me over. But like, I can't be mad at your enjoyment.
Yeah, that's fact. Anyway, guys, point is, man,
just be mindful of others.
Yeah, just take your fucking kids or teens or whatever the fuck, to movies that it's for them, bro. Like, what the fuck is we doing out here? Anyway, another thing I want to touch on is the what's his fucking name? The ex super soldier guy.
I
forgot his fucking name.
I'll find it.
But I wanted to mention this in the non-spoiler review, and I just fucking forgot. He has a pretty decent role.
Carl Lumbly is his name, but his character name is Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah, Isaiah Bradley, which we found out in Falcon and Winter Soldier that he was ex super. He's a super soldier guy, and how they treated him poorly and stuff like that, right? So we see him again in this movie, and he actually does drive the plot a bit forward, and it kind of is important to Captain America's character. To his character development and like
because he helped Cap basically fight, like learn some moves,
be who he is.
Yeah,
and I want to say that's cool. I do like the scenes where I know you said, Mario, the fighting wasn't all crazy. Like, sure, I do agree, but I do like the fact that he's able to hold his own, kind of, without a super soldier serum. And sure, he has Wakandan vibranium shit. Sure, right? But he still can hold his own and shit. But anyway, so Isaiah Bradley, makes a return in this movie, and I want to say, if you really want this movie to hit a little bit more, I do think you have to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier and see those two and like how they met and like how they became friends, because I think that's important, because in this movie you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be like,
why are they so close?
Yeah, why are they so close? Like, yo, why do you care about this guy? You know what I mean? So I do recommend you guys see that. But anyway, we're in a spoiler section, so it doesn't matter now.
I guess my question to you, I have one, is that do you think, will he take the super soldier serum?
That's a good question.
I think he is gonna take that bitch, bro.
It's tough because that's why I wanted it to I guess more explore that in this movie, like realize, oh shit, like it could have been one of those things where it's like, damn, I'm not Captain America. He's right. I'm not Steve Rogers. Like this is too hard. Like I don't have the super soldier serum. Like maybe I need to take it. Right. But then he does his shit that he has to do. And he realizes, wait a second. And it kind of portrays that message where in order to be Captain America, you don't need no super soldier serum. You need the heart.
The values.
Yeah, the values. And like, I feel like they could have done that shit, which they kind of did.
Yeah.
But then it kind of flopped. He made a joke where like, damn, man. Oh yeah, because we saw Bucky, right?
Yeah.
It's like, because Bucky was having that heartfelt conversation with him. And that's the scene, that's the one scene where he talks about the struggles of Captain America. And I wish we saw that gradually.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's where Bucky's like, listen, man, like, you could do, I forgot what he said exactly, bro. Basically saying you don't need the serum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need the serum type of shit, whatever. And then when he's fighting Red Hulk, he's like, man, well, Bucky on no serum shit. That shit's bullshit. Fuck that. Like, I need it. And I get it. It was a joke, but it's one of those things where like,
I don't know. For me, it's like, I don't know.
Do you think he's gonna do it? I don't know, man. Well,
I think
you know what? Probably. He probably might get pressured to the point where
he has no
bro's fighting Doctor Doom and like his his people or whatever the fuck is going on. And he's like, okay, man, I need to get my
I have no other choice. Like, I know my values because my first movie taught me it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see, bro. We'll see.
But no, to get back to that scene, guys. Obviously, we
Bucky
see
one?
Bucky's in this movie. He was
a cool appearance.
Yeah, cool appearance because he's going to be in
Thunderbolts.
I was about to say, I don't know if he was in the trailer or not, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
he's in Thunderbolts.
He's in Thunderbolts. And the scene why I think it's an amazing scene, but gets ruined by a joke, right? Is good. Is because they're having a struggle. Well, Cap at this point, Sam is having a struggle about like, hey man, like. Steve was able to save whatever do this.
It's weird,
that.
Mario. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. Is this happens after everything?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like what?
I know because this scene happens near the legit right before the final fight. Right before the final fight, that's when it happens.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. I just wish that there was more. I don't know.
Yeah, but no,
what happens after, bro?
No, it's
this
is after the
not
Japan.
Yes,
and
after that.
Happens after that.
But if we're gonna be real, like that was another
big moment.
issue.
Yeah, I know.
Red Hulk to me was like a little side thing.
I know. I don't know if you heard me. I said like Red Hulk was there to put butts in seats.
No, yeah, Red Hulk was like a side thing, and that's like my negative.
Yeah.
But that scene, I hate that he like. All that happened with the celestial bullshit. Like then he has that convo. Like, damn, it's really hard. But it's like you just did it, my guy.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have come before. Anyway, finish it.
No, but so he's struggling with basically he's comparing himself to Steve, right? And so like he was a much better Cap. He had the serum. He was able to do all this and that. And then Bucky tells him like, well, yeah, but he still couldn't save everyone. And I wish he could have I wish he would have name dropped the people he couldn't save. Like he didn't save this person.
Yeah.
He didn't save this person. This one. And the same thing goes to you. You're not going to save everyone.
Yeah.
Cap was able to give people hope. Steve Rogers Cap was able to give people hope. You give people an ideal to strive for. That's what you're getting. Which goes back to my point where like he's his own Cap.
Yeah.
Which I love. And the whole moment, this whole scene is amazing. It's fire. I'm just like, you know what? Great. This is actually, I love that. I love the writing. It's good. I'm not saying it's fantastic. I think it's good writing, great writing. I love the acting. I love everything. I love the theme of it. And they have that serious convo. And the convo ends, right? And then he inserts a fucking joke at the end. I'm just like, dude, you just completely fucking killed it.
It was
I forgot what
Mackie. He says like, did you write that yourself or?
Oh yeah, like did your because he's a congressman, Bucky or something like that. It's like, did you have your speechwriter prepare that for you? Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, bro, fucking shit. Like, why couldn't he just walk out and then have the Black Widow, our ex-widow, come in and then make her joke?
And like, no, you would have been better if they have that convo and then Bucky is like you could see Sam Wilson like take that in and he looks on the ground like thinking like, oh shit, like he just spit some facts.
Yeah.
And then Bucky like maybe put his hand on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll see you later, Cap. And then like he walks off.
Yeah,
and then he's there just looking at like
looking at how Joaquin sees his reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, that's fire. That's actually fire. And then he walks. Then he leaves, and that's when the girl comes in and kind of breaks the ice a bit. Yeah, that's fire.
Nah, man,
that's fire. That's actually fire. All right.
Hell no.
Put us in the writer's room.
Yeah, for real. That's
That's like a
fucking
new meme
funny.
now. Put me in the writer room. Put me in the writer's room.
That's fucking funny, bro.
No, but that's actually. I think that would have been. Yeah, I think
that would have been better,
man.
Because like that, I think her coming in and breaking the ice. I think like, all right, bet, because that moment ended between them. You can put a joke there. That's good pacing of the jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at this point, I have to come to the realization that every Marvel project is gonna have humor in it.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get one where it's like the Batman, where it's like always serious and the
Oh, yeah,
jokes
yeah.
aren't meant to be jokes, but we the viewer, we recognize like, oh, that's actually funny because blah blah blah. Because you know how they did
Yeah.
jokes in the Batman. Like I kind of want Marvel to do that just to see how like Marvel fans like react to it. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't think it. I don't
trying
think.
to remember.
I think they would.
I think they just said it was boring, man.
Yeah.
They said it was boring, and I think,
crazy.
dude, there was a YouTuber. There was a YouTuber that said like, "Oh yeah, it was so boring. It's nothing like the MCU or some shit like that." He's like a really big YouTuber, and I think I replied to it saying, "Yo, bro, you're brain dead or something." Like, hey man, this is back in 2022, but like I forgot his name. But anyway, I think it's just
Yeah.
people think it's boring, man.
Nah, man,
I
that-
mean, like,
I mean, to each their own, but like to say it's boring, it's just
Like, people wanna go
objectively. Just to me, I would respect it more if this is like I get what they're doing
Yeah.
here, but it's just not for me. I respect that a whole lot more than saying it's boring.
yeah,
Like you know what I mean? Like when we see movies like The Challengers, it's a great movie. We objectively said it's a great movie.
I said
it's
it was
just
good.
not or good, whatever, right?
I didn't think it was
Well,
great.
but either way, good movie,
Yeah,
right?
it's good. It's solid.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it wasn't for us.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Other people probably say like, no, it's trash. But why is it trash?
That's
Blah,
true.
blah, blah. Okay, well, that's not trash. It's just not for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not most people will never do that.
Or like when people were shitting on episode 1 of The Bear, season 3.
Oh
of The
yeah,
Bear. What is this?
Is it a montage?
Yeah, nobody's talking. It's like
I
don't-
fucking loved it.
You don't get fucking art, bitch. Shut up. And
We've kind of become that crowd, man. That's funny.
You know, I was like that, man.
But even then, we still like we don't get too artsy. It's like, nah, bro. We
Yeah,
get it when
that's
like
true.
shit starts to be like you're trying to be artsy here, but it doesn't land.
That's
You're
very
missing
true. There are
yeah.
movies like that as well.
Yeah,
Where like they try too hard on that.
yeah, and
it
like
just
no, it doesn't.
yeah.
You feel the setup, but no, I do think this is probably like one of the better scenes in the film is one-on-one with Cap and Bucky. You know, I think that was cool. But the one thing I want to get into is the final fight, and that's with obviously Cap and Red Hulk. The scene where he transforms, it's good, right? But like, I want to talk about what happens after that when they're fighting in the White House like courtyard. When Hulk does Hulk
crazy.
shit. My favorite part where I literally said, "Oh shit," is when he does the Hulk clap.
That was fire.
Dude, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, that
dude.
was fire, though.
Dude, that shit was so hard,
Yeah.
man. I saw it, and you see the destruction that it
Yeah.
causes, right? And it just reminds you, like, yo, man, this is Red Hulk. He's capped at some point. Imagine just our Hulk. What the fuck he's capable of.
Dude, I want to see them fight, man.
Oh my god.
I want to
dude.
see them fight. And originally, that's how it's supposed to go down, man. Red Hulk is a villain to the Hulk.
dude.
But like, we never get to that shit.
I mean, you never know. It could happen.
Another thing-
you never know what they have planned down the road. You never know.
yeah, that's true.
But
But,
the chances of it happening, I feel like, are low.
another thing too with the Abomination, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like the MCU Abomination, I didn't like how they did like how he's like more like goofy.
In
and
the
like,
in She-Hulk, or
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
like it,
yeah,
you
yeah.
liked him more in his movie. Like
I like the more serious
others.
Abomination.
I like the more serious tone in general in terms
Yeah.
of Hulk. I wish they would have kept that.
No, yeah, but even, I'm talking about like the Abomination,
Nation,
bro. How like
yeah.
Abomination is, how he
Yeah.
sounds and shit. I was
Yeah.
like,
I know
I don't
they.
fuck with that, man.
It's that Marvel formula
Same
that
with-
they tried doing.
Same with Taskmaster. Well, not that Taskmaster was like comedy, but like the way they portrayed that character was fucking dog shit.
When did he appear?
And Black Widow, the Black Widow movie.
Wasn't it a robot?
Yeah, like a girl, like it was a chick, like a had
A
like
chick robot?
Yeah, that yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
forgot. I'm a bureau, bro. I
That
just saw
movie.
the
That
bitch
movie. That movie released on
But-
Disney Plus.
Yeah,
remember.
but Taskmaster was dog shit, bro.
Yeah, I can
And
imagine,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if you noticed
What?
is that in the Thunderbolts trailer, we don't see Taskmaster a lot in the trailer.
That is true. I forgot.
So
that.
I'm
Because of the end of
thinking
it.
is that Taskmaster was poorly received, that they're gonna kill the bitch off or some shit. Because bro, we don't see Mario. Like, think back about the Thunderbolts trailer.
Yeah,
She's barely in it,
you're right.
and it's like what? Like, we only see her in the beginning because that's when they meet up.
Yeah.
But then other crazy shots, like
Other
she's
side.
never in it. Huh?
Hey man.
I'm calling it right now. It's
Yeah,
on tape. It's on tape.
yeah, I got it.
It's on tape right now. But anyway,
Uh-huh. No, I was just saying that I just love seeing Red Hulk
Dude.
fuck shit up.
Oh, when he threw that spear thing or some shit at the helicopter.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
That shit was fire. That was probably my favorite fight scene in the whole film.
Let's talk about the leader, because we haven't seen him since 2008, and that's because ever since that incident, Thunderbolt Ross has kept him and actually injected more radiation into him, creating him into that smart motherfucker and shit, and was using the leader as like his minion, basically his what they said a term is like
his thinking man
or some bullshit, right? For the past 16 or 18 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, they explained it, where he's been and shit, and then in return,
he was gonna offer him his freedom at the end.
Yeah,
but obviously, Harrison Ford's character went back on that promise, didn't offer him his freedom
because he was dying too.
He was dying from like his heart disease or some shit like that, and so that's why he made him. He's like, oh, I'm giving him some more gamma radiation, make him smarter. And the deal is, you work for me, give me a cure for my heart. In return, when you give me this cure for my heart, I'm gonna give you your freedom. He doesn't hold up his end of the deal because he kind of like he was one step ahead, kind of. Because he's all about probabilities, like, oh, you had a 70% chance of betraying me. Oh, you had an 80% chance of doing that. You had a 10% chance, blah, blah, right? So the pills, he eventually came up with the cure for him, for his heart. But in the pill that he would give Harrison Ford's character, that would infuse...
It had radiation.
It had radiation in it. So every time he took a pill, it just kept getting crazier, crazier, and crazier.
And there's a span of years.
Over the years, right? And because of that, that's how he's able to turn into Red Hulk whenever he gets angry. Because this character, he's known for getting angry, right? The general character.
Yeah.
He's known for getting angry. So like he was always one step ahead of him, if that makes sense. So that's cool. That adds to his character and it stays true to that. But ultimately, he's barely in the film.
Yeah, man.
He feels like a lackluster villain.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I thought when you told me like, oh no, bro, he's established. I was like, really? I felt like this was like a character like they pulled out of their ass.
I guess
in the film. I'm talking in the film, bro.
Established as in like we seen him before.
Yeah.
That's it. Like he wasn't. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. Because I didn't remember him. I didn't remember him from the OG.
You know, I want to say this too. Okay, remember Black Adam? Black Adam, I didn't think it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of a good time, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like it was fun. It was cool seeing that type of shit.
Yeah.
I want to say like how I felt with Black Adam is kind of how I feel with this one, but I think Black Adam had a little bit more of a fun factor.
Yeah, because like low key, since I'm a more DC fan, seeing what's to do with the cross as a helmet, the gold, it's gold.
What's his fucking name?
But seeing Hawkgirl and Hawkeye. No, it's Hawkgirl, right?
Yes.
But seeing all those characters, bro.
Hawkgirl was not there.
Or
Hawkman.
Hawkman, there we go. That guy and the chick. Yeah. Seeing all of them.
I'm having a brain fart, bro.
But you know who I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Dr.
I don't fucking know. I've seen him in other shit, which is why when I saw him in the movie, I was like hyped.
What's his fucking name?
Doesn't he like control time or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. Fuck. I don't remember his name, bro. I remember when I saw him as a kid in like the TV shows and the cartoons and shit, I always thought he was badass. Right now, I thought he was badass. But I don't know. I don't remember his name at all, dude. What is it?
I'm trying to find it. I can't find it.
Just type in gold helmet character or some shit.
I'm having a brain fart, man.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can fucking find this.
Dr. Fate.
Yeah, there we go.
Fucking
Dr. Fate. But I know what you mean, because like for me, that movie was more enjoyable just because like I'm more of a fan of DC and seeing all those characters just coming together.
It was just fun, man. It was all shit, and like seeing a Superman type of character fucking shit up too was pretty fun.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so that's the explanation of the leader. Is there another thing as well?
Do they explain? Is the Breaking Bad dude? Did they explain what happens to him, or is he still in that prison?
No, I don't think they explain anything.
So like after that scene where he basically spills the beans about like who the leader really is.
I don't know what happens to him.
So we're just have to assume that he's still in the prison.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so he's still alive. We should explain that obviously the final fight scene happened between Red Hulk and Captain America won, right? And so we get near the end, because I want to talk about this scene because it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Because we get to the reef. What was it called? The prison? The raft.
The raft.
We get to the raft, right? Harrison Ford's character is in the prison cell, and Cap goes to visit him, right? And they have this 101 where it's like, hey, we may never be on the same side, but it doesn't mean there's not good in you, right? And Harrison Ford, like I said, throughout the whole movie, he's been more.
Wait, I just realized. Sorry to cut you off. Do we read Havs?
No, we didn't. Do it now. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
We did it, right?
Yeah, we're gonna read that, and then because this is kind of my final thoughts my final thing I wanted to bring up.
Oh my god, Hav! Yo, we're gonna read it, Hav.
Yeah, we got you,
dude. Hav probably listened to the non-spoilers, like, bro, these motherfuckers again.
Like, he probably did this. That's twice, bro.
Really, bro?
Come on,
fuck. Man. No, we said it too. We're gonna do it in the
non-spoiler.
Fuck.
Hey, we said we were gonna do it in the non-spoiler. Maybe not. We never said the beginning.
We passed the non-spoiler.
I said we were gonna do it in the non-spoiler.
Yeah.
I never said we're gonna do it in the non-spoiler in the beginning of the non-spoiler. Does that make sense?
Mario,
you
said, okay, we said we were gonna say on the non-spoiler section when we talk about our ratings. That's what we said.
Okay, then yeah.
And we did not. We're in the fucking spoiler section.
I fucking forgot.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking. Anyway, Hav, if you're listening, I know, man. I apologize, and to the people still listening, this is what Hav had to say. You want me to read it or you?
I can read it if you want. All right, let's see. Hold on, my group chat. This motherfucker wrote a lot. Goddamn. All right. So here's his little review. I wasn't surprised to see the mixed reviews this movie got. The trailers didn't really do anything for me other than seeing Harrison Ford, Red Hulk, and Sam Wilson leading his own Cap movie. However, after leading... Oh, wow, he kind of felt the same way you felt. However, after leaving the movie, I'm going to be real. ... I kind of liked it.
Okay.
All right. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, but it also wasn't bad as the reviews I read on Rotten Tomatoes or watched on YouTube. What I liked, I love Sam Wilson. Anthony Mackie killed it as he always does. The new Falcon guy was likable, but the show stealer in this movie for me was Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross. Bro brought his A game to the table, and this should have been called Captain America v Thunderbolt Dawn of Red Hulk or some shit. And then he put like the two like laughing emojis. Yeah. I also like how this film was a catch-up on characters we haven't seen. Oh, damn, he's referencing something where I hope he doesn't dive into it because it's in like the final scene that I wanted to bring up as like a surprise for like people. But I'm gonna read it regardless. Okay. I also like how this film was a catch-up on characters we haven't seen since the 2008 Incredible Hulk. A little weird that we get a catch-up on 17 years later, but fuck it, we'll take it. I also loved Red Hulk, even though he was a third act event, which I imagine based on the trailers that we got. It was cool to finally see a rageful Hulk tearing shit up, as we haven't seen that since Thor Ragnarok. Also, you were right, because you brought up like, we haven't seen that since Thor Ragnarok. Hey, good memory. Hold on, lost my spot. I like the espionage vibe. Oh, all right, bet. Okay, wait, I'm low-key kind of felt like how we felt. What the fuck? All right, I like the espionage vibe this movie had. Sam trying to figure the answers out gave me Matt Reeves the Bat. Wow, he's comparing it to the Batman.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
It is that tone, Hav, but I don't think it's as good as the Batman's tone, in my opinion. But
well, I don't think he said as good. He just says that it reminds him. I think.
Well, that's how I take it. It was more political. It wasn't typical villain is going to destroy the world. As a villain in the film, the leader was more on a personal goal. As for some negatives, the leader was good in the movie, but I didn't feel he was as menacing as he probably should have been. Him being one of the pulling the strings behind everything was cool, but I wish he did more. All right, but I can see that. Giancarlo Esposito, I'm not reading the last name, as Sidewinder was a complete waste of an actor. I remember okay, so he's kind of like us. I remember the talk on the internet was who Giancarlo Esposito could play in the MCU. People threw around Professor Xavier or Magneto or even Doctor Doom. Dude. Wow, him as Doctor Doom.
I can see that. His type of character, like the type of shit he be doing, Doctor Doom or fucking
that would have been more raw.
Or Magneto. I can see that.
That actually would have been more raw, him as Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
All right, but for him to play a D-list character that no one's heard of, that's facts. I didn't hear about this guy.
That's true.
And you too, you said,
that's
I think.
That's true, yeah.
And have little screen time as he does, just felt like all that hype was for nothing. Some of the green screen in some shots was so terribly noticeable. And I have to imagine that there were some of the reshoots that were done a few months prior to the release of them. I should say that I saw an article by what's the word I'm looking for? A good account that's reputable. There we go.
Yeah.
That said that they weren't reshoots. That they were actually something else. Apparently.
Oh.
I got to find it though. Overall, I didn't think this movie was as bad as other people thought it was, but I can't help but think that the first Captain America movie we got since 2016 and the first movie for Sam Wilson and Captain America is to lead was done a little dirty. Side note, can Marvel stop being lazy and hiring directors on a fucking whim? Motherfuckers got the guy who directed... Oh, I seen this movie, Cloverfield Paradox. I seen that.
I did not see that.
And they didn't think this movie was going to bomb. Overall, this movie is worth rewatching. Wow, okay, huh? On streaming. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
On streaming just for Red Hulk scenes. It's a Marvel movie, so people are going to watch this shit in Dolby. Hey,
Yeah.
man, we only watched it in Dolby because we're paying for it, motherfucker, the A-list shit. Or discount no matter what I say. For me, he also gave it a 6 out of 10. Okay. You want to read the spoiler section?
Yeah. So he says, I only have, and I only have thing to, okay.
He
grammar.
missed one. Yeah, he missed one.
I only have one thing to say for the spoiler section. I felt the post. Oh, we didn't talk about the post-credit scene.
Do you
Should
want
we save this? Should we give our thoughts first?
Yeah, let's say. Okay, I'm gonna say this scene and then post credit.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in the raft, right? And Harrison Ford's character's talking to Sam. And they're having this one-on-one, and throughout the movie, Harrison Ford's character talks about his daughter Betty.
Yeah.
A lot, right? And obviously Betty is from the original Hulk origin movie, and I thought we weren't gonna see her because I thought what we were gonna get was that phone call.
Yeah, we got a phone call.
We got a phone call, and I'm like, oh shit, they brought her back for like a little voice acting line. I was like, all right, bet, cool. And so they're talking about it. They're having a one-on-one, and the typical Marvel shit is like, I know you, Cap. Or Harrison Ford says to Captain America, it's like, I know you, Cap. You're not just here to like, have this convo. Like, why are you really here? He's like, well, yeah, you're right. I didn't want to have this convo, but I brought a little guest. And it's his fucking daughter, bro.
And
It's
I'm going to be real.
and it's the same actress, I'm pretty sure, too.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. It looks like her, bro. I can double check, but...
Because, bro, I'm going to be real. It's been a while since I saw The Incredible Hulk. That was back in... That was like about maybe almost a year ago, maybe 10 months ago or some shit. I forgot.
2008.
But I'm saying like I saw it recently because we did a review on the Cape Shit Pod.
Oh, yeah, you're all right. So her name Betty Ross? Is that her full name?
Yes.
Okay, so she's in. Okay, I found that. Let me find. Oh, let me hold up.
Because if it is the same actor, then that's fire.
Movies, Incredible Hulk. Yeah, yeah.
It is.
It is the same.
Okay.
I was about to say, I'm like,
That's
bro, they
cool.
look familiar.
That's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, they brought back the same actress, and she appears in the movie at the end, and I think it's a cool nod because, like I said, they do a lot of callbacks to the original film, and I think that was really cool, and that's basically
And they tie up a lot of loose ends.
a lot of loose ends. I think the only thing after this is that we go back to the hospital with the new Falcon. This is where he gets Joaquin. There we go with him, and they have their one-on-one in the hospital, and that's when he gets cemented. Oh, yo, you're officially going to be the new Falcon.
Yeah, and we confirm that that's the start of the Avengers. Captain America, Sam Wilson, and then Joaquin as Falcon. So far, confirmation. That's it. I feel like.
Yeah,
everyone.
those two
I feel
have
like
to be.
everything. Everyone else is like
Up in the
I don't
air.
know.
Up in the air.
Is Kate Bishop? Because remember the whole the Young Avengers. Miss Marvel is trying to start up her own team.
Yeah.
She's gonna bring in the girl from Ant-Man Quantumania, or the daughter of Ant-Man, Kate Bishop, and maybe She-Hulk. I don't know, like
Could be.
shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So as in the main Avengers, I think it's safe to say that it's gonna be Captain America and then Joaquin as Falcon, and then everyone else we just have to wait. I'm sure it's maybe Spider-Man, obviously, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
And then the end credits scene. So for the end credits scene, we see the leader in the raft as well, and we see Captain America go up to him and is talking to him like, "Yo," like I forgot what he says exactly.
Yeah.
But the leader is like, "Well, listen, man, like you're not prepared about what's gonna go down. You think that this is the only world? Huh, yeah, right, bitch. You're not, just wait till you fight the others or some bullshit, right?" And that's where Captain America, like, he makes a face like, "What is bro talking about?"
Yeah, like, what do you mean others?
Yeah, and like that's how it ends. And I mean, sure, it's cool. Oh my god, it's a multiverse, whatever. But then at the same time, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, tell me, like, I want to know something that we don't know.
Yeah, like we've been knowing.
We've been know that, boy.
Yeah.
We saw No Way Home, like, 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know there's a multiverse, bro.
Yeah.
We saw Multiverse of Madness. Like, yeah.
We saw the X-Men like I think a year ago, buddy. And then
The
Earth,
X-Men,
whatever.
do we?
Yeah, remember the cutscene?
Oh yeah,
the cutscene.
the Marvels.
Yeah, the
cutscene.
Marvels.
It's
Yeah,
like we
we've been
know, bro.
knowing.
Like what's with? So I'm gonna be real. This cutscene personally,
Was
I
a
just
waste.
thought it was. Yeah, I was like, it was. What the fuck?
It would have been cool. I think you said it. If
What?
they could have showed them, or it could have been a Hobby 6 when I read ahead. So either one of you two said it. If it would have been cool seeing if they would have shown them recruiting the first Avenger, like, hey, join the team, or since we know that
cool.
the Avengers Tower, this is on me. I done on the spot right now.
Okay.
Since obviously Avengers Tower is gone, like their HQ is gone. What
Yeah.
if they showed them or him like building the
Oh,
new
that'd
the
be fire.
foundation? Like, what's this? Like, what is it? You're looking at the new Avengers HQ, and it's just them turning on the lights, and then you see the A.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of work to do.
Dumb.
So buckle up. And they walk in there. Camera goes out. Fade to black.
I wish there was cameras so you saw fucking Mario's animations, man. He like lift his sledgehammer or hammer up to his shoulder and shit, looking around, walking. Like, oh my god, that's funny.
But that would have been cool because
I know what you're talking about.
they need a new HQ.
No, yeah, it's, I wanted it to be something that we didn't know. All
Yeah.
the leader said was like, "You think there's only one world? Yeah, right, bitch. Just wait till you fight the others." And then Sam Wilson is like,
Others?
giving him to like looking in his face like, what is he talking
confused.
about? Yeah, and then it just ends, and it's like,
Well, we've been knowing
okay,
that.
yeah, we've
kinda
been knowing
waste.
that. So what
Yeah.
are we gonna do here? But you said you're right ahead. Is that what Hive said? Let me read
I
it.
think either he said that or
Let me read what he said. So now that's our thoughts on that.
Yeah.
So he says, I only have one thing to say for the spoiler section. I felt the post-credit scene was weak as fuck.
Okay.
The leader telling Sam that we're not the only world out there made me roll my eyes. Like, that's all you got for us? Motherfucker, I watched No Way Home. I saw Hugh Jackman come back as Wolverine 7 years after he said he retired. I know the multiverse exists. Couldn't they given us a scene of Sam recruiting the new Avengers?
Yeah.
Something that tells us who we can expect to see in Avengers Doomsday? I felt like a scene where Sam and New Falcon looking over files of other heroes that we've seen in Phase 4 and 5 would have been more exciting and hype. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Even-
facts.
Yes,
I
I
agree
got
with
it
that.
from Mob. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's facts.
Yeah, that definitely would have been way better, bro. This cutscene was just
It's a waste, bro. It's a waste one.
Yeah.
Maybe they knew when they because I feel like a post credit scene doesn't take long to film.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like they can make it like a month or two before the movie comes out because they're like max like a minute too long, right? Maybe they knew when making this movie, like, hey man, this movie comes out only a couple months before Thunderbolts. Maybe Thunderbolts has like a better one.
yeah, that's true. Maybe.
Fantastic Four. I wonder what that movie's cutscene is gonna be and credit scene gonna be.
Clearly, that's yeah, dude. That Fantastic Four is gonna be crazy. Whereas I'm low-key pretty excited about that.
You think it's gonna tease
What?
Doctor Doom?
That's a good question.
That'll be a fire.
I don't know. I mean, we saw Galactus in a trailer. So
Yeah, I
it's
know,
like,
right?
It's like, what the fuck are we gonna? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna be real. If Galactus is the main villain and like he gets whooped in this movie and that's that, I'm gonna be kind of like, yo, what?
What if he gets
What are we doing?
whooped, but he's like not gone? Like you won this time, but I'll be back.
Okay, I can see that.
right.
I'd accept that. But if it was like a one, he's
One and
finally,
done.
he's finally defeated. It's like, what are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
what? That's kind of weird.
All right.
But because Galactus is there, I mean, obviously we saw Silver Surfer, so it should be cool. It should be interesting. But anyway, I think that's pretty much everything that we could pretty much add.
Yeah.
You know, with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.
Peace.